Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 26. We are on day 14, and this is your main event of the evening. Match 5 out of 5 in today's B Block Series matches. Tetsuya Naito versus Evil, the King of Darkness Evil, in a sort of intermingling of Los Ingobernables de Japón. Let's find out which of these men is superior. Naito, the leader of the group, or Evil, sort of the muscle of the group. Would you agree with that, John?
I would agree with that assessment wholeheartedly, partner. I'm curious to see who's going to come out on top here.
Well, then, let's find out. We have our New Japan World Player set to 2 hours, 41 minutes, 25 seconds, and we're going to be hitting play on go. 3, 2, 1, go. And Naito just getting patted down. It took him a while to disrobe, almost kind of throwing shade at Evil, being like, hey, this is what I did last year to people. And now it looks like Naito, I thought he was going to put a ponytail in, but he didn't. He just kind of let his hair flop down. But now I'm really curious to see how they handle this because these guys are very, very familiar with each other to the point that they might have even colluded before this match.
Certainly wouldn't surprise me. I mean, again, remember last year when you had factional tension, Bad Luck Fale versus AJ Styles. AJ wanted Fale to lay down. AJ saw a path to him winning his block, and he realized Fale was a big blockade to that goal. And Fale refused to lay down, and they had a competitive match. AJ Styles cheated to win that match that year. So now we're going to see what's going to happen here. Naito seemed like he was going to initiate a lockup. Doesn't. And what's so intriguing about this match, partner, is if these guys both give it 100%, by their own barometers, mind you, Evil is not going to be fazed by Naito's mind games because he's so used to them. I mean, what kind of impact do you think that'll have on this match?
I think it already seems like Naito's trying to play mind games on Evil, and Evil's not affected by them.
Exactly.
It's really interesting to finally find somebody that is essentially immune to Naito's head games.
And now Naito, kind of arms outstretched.
The referee is trying to encourage an actual confrontation. Naito went for a lockup, but Evil with the kick to the gut, now the forearms.
These guys are going to go at it. Look at Evil taking charge, being aggressive. Shoots Naito off the ropes. Naito hangs on. Invites Evil to charge. Evil does, and his momentum carries him out of the ring into the guardrail. Now Naito does the pose there. And Evil just looking on. Again, not really fazed. Not really frustrated.
And the crowd I think wants to like Naito, but in certain matches with him against guys like Honma and Nagata, where they're really fan favorites and Naito really just brutalizes them, the crowd does turn on Naito. In this match, however, I think this crowd is 100% behind Tetsuya Naito. They are really in his corner, really cheering for him in this match already, not even 2 minutes in.
Well, I'll tell you, Naito, despite his tactics, despite some of the things he's done, he does have a charisma about him. I think he has a magnetism about him that people gravitate towards. I don't know if it's his message of just, not being governable or, just the idea that he doesn't care. He doesn't let life really stress him out. He dominates life. I don't know. He just really speaks to people somehow. As Evil now being restrained by Red Shoes. Red Shoes saying, don't go after Naito. Naito able to take a breather.
And from what I understand, Los Ingobernables, even though it does literally translate to the ungovernable, what it really means is just unruly.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what these guys are. But now Naito maybe looking for a suplex to Evil to the outside.
But I would think that Evil has the power advantage. Wouldn't you agree, partner?
Oh, without a doubt. He's got to have at least 10, 15, maybe even 20 pounds on Naito.
Exactly. And now Evil here. Let's see if he can suplex Naito back in. No, he does not. Opts instead for a forearm. Naito, though, still on his feet, oddly enough. And there's a lariat there. And Naito, the back of his head, he just bent over like an accordion on that apron. That was rough for Naito.
Yeah, Naito did just not have, or just had a really bad fall. Neck and back, and even the back of the head just being crunched up against that hard part of the ring there, the apron. No padding whatsoever on that, just a thin canvas covering it up.
And Evil was damn near stoic there as he kicked Naito out of the ring like he was garbage, and now Evil's going to go to work. Irish whips Naito into the guardrail, and the guardrail almost looked like it was going to come undone there.
Yeah. Oh, and now is Evil going to try the chair on Naito up against the ring post? It looks like he is.
It definitely does
Actually,
look
no,
like he is.
He does have 2 chairs though, so he might actually do the chair on Naito and then use the other chair to hit it rather than up against the ring post.
What do you think
Now we're
about
gonna
this
find out.
idea? Evil not giving Naito any special treatment, treating him like you would
Well,
any other opponent.
I think if I'm Naito, I'm proud of Evil for not having any emotion.
Oh, God, right across the throat there. And even though Naito
I
could
mean,
be.
this is the kind of thing that Evil can do that'll piss Naito off temporarily, but in the long run, I think it'll actually make Naito respect him more.
I would have to agree with you, partner. I'll tell you, Naito may be a sadistic son of a bitch, and believe me, he does have times where he's just that, a sadistic son of a bitch. But I wouldn't wish that on anybody. That chair wrapped around your throat, meeting another chair. I'm amazed that nothing's ruptured. I'm amazed that Naito even knows how to breathe after that, because I'd be all kinds of clammed up and anxious, and I'd just be like waiting to die after an impact like that. But Naito's still in it. He's even holding his hand up, saying, "Ref, give me a minute, give me a minute." You know,
Yeah.
had a little bit of an altercation there, Ref. You know, can I live? And now Naito back up.
Essentially asking the referee for a little bit of reprieve. Just give me a second, man. Slow your count down. You don't need to count me out. I know you hate me, but relax.
Exactly. And now look at Evil here. How smart is this? Taking the point of the elbow and just grinding it across the face of Naito. I like the ground game here from Evil, making sure Naito doesn't regain vertical. Very smart. And
absolutely. And Evil really has been in control for most of the match so far. Naito had an initial flurry that kind of ended with him faking the tope suicida and just doing the pose in the middle of the ring. But Evil, since that point, has really been in control.
Now look at this Evil using that power advantage. It might be a curb stomp here. He's trying to get the other arm of Naito. He does.
I think Naito knows what's coming and he's not happy about it.
And
there it is.
Stomp. Lateral press here. 2. And Naito kicks out.
It's odd to see the referee counting so slowly against Naito, because Naito's usually the one that the referee counts slowly for, not against.
Right. Now I think we got a headlock here. Hands slightly elevated across the face.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's kind of a crossface, if anything.
Yeah. And Evil now. I can't tell from this camera angle if he's driving his knee into Naito's back. One could only assume that he is.
I think he is, yeah.
And I'll tell you, Evil just really applying that torque, really bending back. Very interesting holds, because like you said, it's crossface-esque, but it's in a seated position. And he's just really driving that knee. But Naito does regain vertical. Elbows there to the midsection. Let's see what Naito can do here. Knife edge chop, though, from Evil. And now could it be the senton? And it is. Hooks the leg here. 2. And Naito kicks out. Evil surprisingly dominant.
Surprisingly durable performer. He's a little bit on the small side, but he can take a beating.
Absolutely. And Evil surprisingly dominant for my money. I really thought that Naito would be in control for most of this match, and Evil would honestly being the one having to rally, but that has not been the case.
Already going for the Fisherman Buster here.
I think he was thinking about it. Naito resisting. Naito trying to buckle down to one knee to get that leverage advantage a little bit. Look at that. Evil no longer opting for the Fisherman Buster. It could be a vertical. Oh, back to it. Back to it. Got Naito up.
He actually had to deadlift Naito to get him up that time.
Oh, look at Naito with the quickness. Kick to the midsection. Tornado DDT. He got it. And he spiked Evil while we're at it.
That might actually be a turning point in this match. Evil's been in control for so long. Naito needed just to separate himself from Evil just a little bit to give himself a breather.
I agree, partner. I think that's a difference-making maneuver here in this contest. And Evil, I think the mistake was his insistence on that Fisherman Buster. But I think Evil thought that move might have been able to put Naito away. Now Evil staggering back, and Naito there with the clubby blows right to the back of the head and neck. And now he's going to shoot Evil off the ropes. And hip toss there. And drop kick to the head. And now kick to the midsection. Could it be a neck breaker? It is a neck breaker. Softening up that head for Destino.
Something that Naito has grown to be quite well known for is he'll take it easy, he'll be lax, but when he decides to turn it on, he will hit you with 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive painful offensive maneuvers in a row as a sort of combo. And now he was actually going for another combo there, but Evil cut him off.
Exactly. Inverted atomic drop, though, by Naito. shoves Evil into the corner, drop kick to the knee there. And now Naito, not necessarily posing, but I think he just has to get his bearings a little bit. Evil really favoring that knee.
Like I said, Naito does this weird thing a lot of the time where he will go into sort of like almost a sleep mode, like a suspended state where after he hits an opponent, he knows that they're not going to retaliate anytime soon. So he just kind of shuts down and recoups for a while. And there's the drop kick to the head, the trip, and the triangle basement drop kick. And this is another one of those examples where he hit the offense and now he's just going to relax. He's just going to kind of turn everything off, let his body recover, and take his time because he knows that Evil isn't retaliating anytime soon.
Well, this is where Naito comes into a kind of comfort zone, if you will. That may not be the best verbiage, but it's just Naito's at this point in the match. He knows he's in control. It's not that he's letting his guard down. It's not that. It's just I feel like Naito feels like, finally I'm in control of this match. Finally.
And you'll also notice, John, Evil, the entire time he was on offense against Naito, all he was doing was focusing on the head, the neck, the back, really general moves that he does to everyone. He didn't really focus on any one specific limb or anything, but now as soon as Naito gets on offense, he is teaching Evil his ways because he is isolating the left leg of Evil, trying to break it down and soften it up for that leg scissors cross knee lock. You would expect two men in the same faction that one or the other would not want to cause any kind of long-term harm, but Naito doesn't give a single shit about the well-being of Evil. He is concerned exclusively with winning this match and, more importantly, the tournament.
Exactly, and beautiful shin breaker dropkick combo there by Naito.
And now setting up an inverted. It's almost sort of a Shawn Michaels style figure four this time. We saw a proper inverted figure four from Kenny Omega. We saw a regular figure four from Shibata. And now we're seeing a different modified sort of Shawn Michaels-esque figure four from Naito.
And partner, I just gotta say, you noted earlier, Evil's offense has been more general, head, back, leg. Whereas Naito, his policy is more one of isolation. I'm going to single out a limb and I'm going to wear it out. I think those two match approaches really illustrate the disparity in skill level, and you're seeing that skill level on display now from Naito, expertly with that inverted figure four there.
Right. Well, I don't know about expertly, but as I was about to say, I pointed out with Kenny Omega, his inverted figure four, he could actually torque it with his hands, which is a lot easier. Naito has a different position, but he still is using the kind of figure four that you torque with your hips. And you saw him lifting him up a little bit earlier before Evil got to the ropes. You could tell that he isn't just interested in intimidating Evil, he's legitimately interested in beating him and maybe even crippling him.
Which is just fascinating to me because, again, these men are in the same faction, and they won't even afford each other the slightest mercy. You notice Naito didn't even have a clean break on that submission attempt there.
No, and you'll also notice that if anyone has been offering any mercy, it has been Evil, because like I said, Evil was focused on doing things that he would normally do. Naito is going out of his way to try and basically cripple Evil.
Exactly, and there's a kick to the leg there again. And Naito really singling it out here. Now the waist lock. Evil though with a hard back elbow there. Can Evil get back in this? And a drop kick to the knee again by Naito.
Oh, and then the forward roll kick. Oh, and now, it looked like he wanted that pump handle. And finally he hits the Fisherman Buster, does Evil. But at what cost, man? He's in so much pain right now. And Naito, even though he's also hurting, it was one move and he's recovering already.
Exactly. And I think that Fisherman Buster came a little late there for Evil just because of how shot the leg is. Naito now
when you hit an offensive maneuver, typically you don't expect to be the one writhing in pain, but here we see Evil is.
Exactly. Discus corner lariat there. And now, rolls Naito out. Naito almost in a seated position. Evil going to go to the top rope. I'm not really used to this.
No, he doesn't do this very often.
And I don't even really agree with it, with Evil having the bad wheel, but there's a look at that lariat off the top rope. Stacks Naito up.
And he protected his left leg.
That was very smart by Evil.
Yeah, he protected his left leg when he did the lariat there. He actually landed on his right hip, and it protected his left knee. That was brilliant.
And now Evil back in control here. Let's see if he can mount an offensive that could carry him towards a win here.
I'm surprisingly impressed by Evil's ability to adapt.
Yes. Oh, Fireman's carry here. Look at this, though. Naito fighting out with the elbows. Kick to the midsection by Evil to Naito. Shoots Naito off the ropes. Naito tried for the forearm. Evil caught him. Could it be the Chimeraplex? It is. Right on the back of Naito's head. Evil off the ropes. There's a lariat. Good God. Cover here. 2. And Naito kicks out. That was a deep cover by Evil, though. He was so close.
It really was close. And, I got to say, John, if Evil wins this match, even though he did use a chair on the outside earlier, it's still a much more honorable win than if Naito would win.
Certainly. I would agree with you there. Now Evil, look at this, looking at Naito. Just thinking to himself, what move do I got to do? That sweeping STO could be the ticket. Evil back to the Fireman's carry. There's that forward driver there. Gets both legs now, 2. And Naito kicks out.
Yeah, that power bomb out of the Fireman's carry is brutal.
Exactly.
And really, there are a lot of guys that use powerbomb variations. Kenny Omega's is one of my personal favorites in this year's G1, but none of them use that creative of a powerbomb.
Right. And now look at Evil here. Has Naito in a seated position, just did the throat slit. Could that be Naito's destiny? Could it be the sweeping STO? Victory roll counter.
Oh, and this is it. This is that cross knee lock we were talking about earlier with the leg scissors.
Brilliantly.
I mean, he usually does this to really kind of soften opponents up in tag matches, but now he obviously didn't have the opportunity to do that yesterday due to being on Evil's team, but he's still using it now. He's been weakening up Evil's knee all match. Let's see if Evil has the fortitude to be able to withstand this long enough to get to the ropes.
Evil's going to find out a lot about himself here in these moments. Can he endure? Naito brilliantly. Look at that, pushing back. Evil dragging him along. Now Evil more in the center here. Is he going to tap? Is Evil going to tap? Man, his pride is being tested here. There'd be no shame in tapping out at this point with how damaged his leg is, and that hold is excruciating. Look at this. Evil alternates from reaching out to the rope to clutching his own hair, just in pain and agony. Evil going to try and crawl. And when you crawl into submission like that, partner, you're carrying your opponent's weight with you. That's got to make it even more excruciating.
And you can see the determination in Evil's face right now. He needs to reach out. He's so close. He's literally an inch or 2 away. He's right there, and there he gets it.
But at what cost, we ask yet again, that leg has got to be hanging on by a thread, and that thread may have just been cut.
It's ravaged. That knee is just annihilated right now, and Naito is smiling about it.
Naito proud of his craftsmanship.
You know what, John? I also want to point out this might be, or really yesterday might have been, the last time we see the trio of Evil, Naito, and Bushi staying undefeated, because of Naito, Evil might be a weak link there.
And that certainly might be the case, partner. That's an excellent point to make. Look at Evil, though, trying to kick Naito off. Naito just right on the bad leg again to Evil. Evil perched on the top rope here. What's Naito thinking about?
I'm not sure. Maybe a Hurricane Rana.
I think you're right. I think a Frankensteiner's what's on Naito's mind. Evil trying to fight out of it here. If Evil counters, that's huge. Headbutt there. Oh, Evil, look at this! No way. What is he going to do here?
What is he thinking here? Is he thinking about another Fireman's Carry bomb?
Or off the top rope? And there's the counter. Frankensteiner counter. Amazing counter. Hooks the leg. And Evil kicks out. He stays in it.
Evil staying alive, but his eyes were rolled into the back of his head. I think Naito can set up Destino here.
Could it be the Tiger
Flosion?
No,
he's not even interested.
Tiger
He's going
Flosion.
right into the Emerald Flosion.
2. Evil kicks out.
That wrist clutch Emerald Flosion, we've seen him go for that a bunch of times. I think he's only ever hit it one time in G1 so far, and that makes 2.
And did not get the job done because the second time he hit it only got a 2
Here
count.
He's setting up Destino. This might be it.
But Evil does have the power, and he uses it there to hang on to Naito. Power slam position. Drives Naito down there.
Almost a bit of an Emerald Flosion of his own there.
Exactly. That was the first attempt at the Destino. At most, it takes Naito 3 attempts to hit it off. How many more counters does Evil have in his system? How long can Evil survive? And Naito, now look at that faraway look in his eyes, partner. He may not even know where he is.
He just got slammed down on his head, neck, and upper back, and that's kind of the area that if Evil's been working any specific thing on Naito, that's it.
Exactly. And now Evil, stirring, trying to get in this thing here. He slammed Naito down. Now he's going to try and grab him.
Look at this image. Evil reaching out to Naito, trying to put him away once and for all.
I mean, Evil dresses like the Grim Reaper. It's almost like the Grim Reaper's hand outstretched, ready to claim another life. Is Evil ready to claim a victory for himself over Naito? The forearm shots there. Evil still slightly staggered. Naito may not be all with it. Another forearm there by Evil.
These are the stages in the match that Evil's extra 20 or 25 pounds might actually come into play. Whether it's him being more durable or Naito being having better stamina.
And that's very true, partner. And another forearm and another forearm. Evil firing up here, a third forearm. Naito, though, doesn't let it go unanswered. Shoots off forearms of his own. Grabs Evil by the hair. And again, Evil back to the forearms. And these two look at Naito. I think Naito's just throwing forearms, trying to survive here. He can't let Evil get the better of this exchange. But I think Evil is going to anyway. Naito off the ropes, but he goes right to the bad leg. That's so smart. Super kick there to the midsection. Oh, went for another kick. Slap there by Naito. And I think he got the enziguri. That may have grazed Evil's face, but it was still just enough. And, oh, look at that DDT.
Oh my God, that inverted DDT, and Evil's legs were actually underneath him when he hit it.
Yeah, that looked ugly, partner. And Evil's still able to stay in it. But Naito may be ready to put this one away here.
Evil's knees giving out there might have actually been a sign that he's getting tired. I mentioned the 25 pounds or so that Evil has on Naito. Maybe Naito's endurance is really going to be what gets him this match.
Another
and there's a lariat
Evil.
from Evil.
If I'm Evil, the next thing I'm thinking about is that STO. And I think Evil
he
just did the pose.
He needs to put Naito away right now. The longer this match goes, the better Naito's going to get and the worse Evil's going to get. Destino!
And he got it.
He hits it. Is
like
that going to be it, though?
Third
Will that
time.
be enough?
1, 2, 3 count.
And it is. And Naito joins Okada on a perch in their blocks, respectively, at 5 and 2, all alone.
Very interesting here. As I said, it normally takes Naito 3 attempts. Evil had 2 counters. He did not have a third. Naito getting off Destino for the win. 5 and 2 now is Naito. But the bigger question here is, what is the state of Los Ingobernables de Japón after that bout?
That's a great question, John, and I got to tell you, I don't think it's going to be good. They have a triple, or not a triple, a trios, a 6-man tag match tomorrow, where they're going to be teaming up with Bushi, who's now in the ring with them, as well as Sonata. And it might not quite be the same. They might not have the same chemistry. They might not trust each other quite as much. Or just because of how cold, calculated, and borderline sociopathic these guys are, maybe they'll just put this behind them immediately and go back to being the best of friends.
Maybe they will. I mean, you see Sonata in the ring now. I wonder if Bushi's in there with them. He is.
He is, yeah. I pointed him out earlier. I think he was actually the first one in the ring.
Los Ingobernables de Japón, at least the remnants
You
of it.
really have to wonder if maybe Evil losing, if he's going to get punished at all. I don't know how this faction works, if they're more cultish or not.
I don't know, partner. That's a great question. I mean, I don't know if Naito was expecting Evil to bring the fight. I don't know what was going on in either man's head during that match. All I know is neither man...
Well, at no point did Naito even allude to Evil laying down. I don't think he even... At any point in the beginning, in the early goings of this match, did he even imply that he expected Evil to lie down for him?
Oh, wait a minute. We may be getting some answers here, partner. Naito picking Evil up by the hair. It's not exactly the kindest way to pick somebody up.
That might be a friendly way of picking someone up in Los Ingobernables de Japón, though.
And now look at Naito saluting there. I think that's a show of respect to Evil.
Well, he's calling for Evil to join him in that salute.
Is Evil going to? Are we still going to have solidarity here within the ranks of Los Ingobernables de Japón, or are we getting ready for an implosion here? And solidarity is the answer. I'll tell you, I'm impressed by that. It shows you even bastards need friends.
And it also shows you that Evil in this match gained even more respect for the leader of Los Ingobernables de Japón than he had before.
Exactly, and now Naito taking a mic, he's going to address the crowd. Unfortunately, neither one of us partner are proficient in Japanese, so I think that just about wraps up day 14 of G1 Climax 26.
That is going to wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to stay tuned for tomorrow, where we've got some incredible matches lined up. We've got Sonata, or actually, no, you know what? That's from yesterday. We've got we've got Marufuji versus Tamatonga, Tanahashi versus Tenzan, Okada versus Bad Luck Fale, Makabe versus Goto, and Ishii versus Sonata. Sonata actually in the ring right now, but regardless of that, we're gonna close this out now. Stay tuned.